Yes, man. Lonesome. Up again. Up. All right. Listen now. Me tell you now, someone talk about the Jamaica economy, and we get one point. We EU has provided 1.5 billion euros in development support to Jamaica. 1.5 billion, you know. If you do every little thing, I'm gonna show about that right now. I'm gonna show it. Yeah, yeah. We don't know where the money they got still. Over the last so much decades. But we don't know when them get the money they are grant, you know, and that's something we have to pay back, you know. But we don't know where the money they when them use them do. Plus, a virgin from England just send me a video. And the video where him send me the same thing me I talk about, someone I show that video there. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna show you that video there. And then I go to the EU thing. Because this is very important. Very, very, very. You understand? Very. Alright. See there? I remember this at the Jamaican government website this. So I know, yeah. Yeah. GIS, yeah? Jamaica Information Service. So it depends on the website too. So I know the joke no. Cause you know my thing them have for real, you know, 100% upfront. See there? Cause they may show it up, you know, about the people them at Jamaica, you know, them thing, you know. We not look out on them thing, you know. We not look out and see all these things. Because see where we get the money from. Yeah? Because see. See? You can see it, right? Alright, good. Jamaica has benefited from 1.5 billion euros in development assistance from the European Union over the past 43 years. These funds, which are primarily grant resources, have spanned sectors such as education, human rights awareness, security, agriculture, rural development, public financial management, and private sector enhancement, with primary objective of tackling poverty and achieving sustainable development. But if a poverty, them get the money for tackle and them thing, and the thing I go down more. This a grant here, them get the money. Head of the EU Delegation of Jamaica, Ambassador Malgorzata Wasilewska said that a significant portion of the support has gone to infrastructure development. Me not see where that, you know, including roads. No, but the money we buy for fix road and them thing there, and no road. No fix that 30, 40 years. So them said money gone in our roads, schools, housing project. I mean, I see nobody getting a housing project. And the school will fix people are pay education tax like crazy. See? And a little bit of money that, you know. 1.8 billion, you know, that are more than 200 billion Jamaican, you know. Yeah? All right. You see me I say? She noted that assistance is being provided in implementing the Justice Reform Program aimed at improving service delivery in the justice sector so that the people would have better and quicker access to justice and more court. Ambassador Wasilewska, who was addressing the recent JIS think tank, said that the EU has also provided budgetary support to strengthen public financial management. So them give money, but we don't know where the money are go. Everybody knows the success of the International Monetary Fund IMF program that improve fiscal management, and there we just recognize and strengthen what has already been achieved, she pointed out. So you see, the country get loan and grant from people and all kind of things, but we don't know where the money are go. See? Because most of them things we not see where it reach, we not see where it go. Anyway, this are the thing we more showing now. I bet you just send me this. Right? Me still don't talk about the money there, you know, because we want to know where that go. But I bet you just send me this. From UK. I may have to go watch it. I make you not watch it here. But you know, just listen it carefully, dissect it, I want to understand what we are dealing with, you know? Watch this. Very interesting.
Jamaica is a country famous for reggae music, ska music, Bob Marley, sprinters such as Usain Bolt, marvellous beaches, and the Rastafarian religion. And all of this comes from a tiny island with only around 3 million inhabitants. Culture-wise, we could say Jamaica is a giant. It's likely you know someone who is planning to spend his or her holidays in a nice resort on some gorgeous Jamaican beach. But there is also a reason why you've never heard of anybody saying, oh yes, I'm going to invest some money in the land of Bob Marley, or my company is sending me to our office in Kingston. In fact, I bet nobody here could name the Prime Minister or indeed the currency of Jamaica. Yes, when it comes to international supply chains, Jamaica is as irrelevant.
When just say word, nobody can do name the currency or currency or the Prime Minister. You hear what him say? But a reality him attack, when they just list him good. That's second. This is what me I talk about all the time. You see other people outside that do them thing and I pick it up more and more. Them know. Yeah.
Or my company is sending me to our office in Kingston. In fact, I bet nobody here could name the Prime Minister or indeed the currency of Jamaica. Yes, when it comes to international supply chains, Jamaica is as irrelevant as the food pics that your girlfriend posts on her Instagram.
You hear him say the word, man?
The nation is as poor as Armenia or the Philippines. At least this is how it used to be, because they're now beginning to change. Check this out.
Jamaica plans an air and logistics hub. Developers envision a trading center on the order of Singapore, Dubai, and Rotterdam.
Now, to imagine Jamaica going from laid-back jungle island to the likes of Singapore or the Netherlands might seem like a bit of a stretch. But when you think about it, it's a great solution for this lackluster economy, and Jamaica is very well situated for this. Just look at this shipping. As you can see, Jamaica is located near the Panama Canal. This means that a lot of ships pass by the islands and may need to stop and refuel or even to store some of their cargo. Yes, it's possible to do both of these things in Panama itself, but it has become increasingly expensive. This explains why Kingston has already snagged quite a lot of shipping traffic. Now add to this the fact that the Panama Canal has recently undergone a massive expansion and that Jamaica's only competition are other island nations such as Cuba and Haiti, then it's clear that Jamaica has a real shot here. What's more, unlike its island neighbours, Jamaica is an English-speaking country. An American investor who wants to open a warehouse, they couldn't have it easier. Great location, cheap salaries, and everything's in
cheap
English.
salaries.
So now the question is, can it actually happen? Can Jamaica achieve a level of wealth on par with the Dutch? Well, today we're going to answer these questions, but before we do, let's take a look back at the history.
Want to listen this good? Listen it very carefully.
Prosperity lost.
On the 6th of August 1962, Jamaica gained independence from the British Empire. It was a peaceful transition, and they went on to form a two-party parliamentary republic in the Westminster style, which is the model that it still has to this day. The future looked bright for Jamaica. The 1960s was a great decade for the fledgling state. The economy shifted away from agriculture to bauxite mining, tourism, low-skilled manufacturing, and private investment.
Ship away from agriculture, switch away.
It boomed during the 60s, and the Jamaican economy grew at an average of 6% per annum. It seemed that the post-imperial dream was finally coming true. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worse in the 1970s, though. The global economy slowed down, dragging this small island with it. Rising inequality and resentment against the post-colonial elites led a democratic socialist called Michael Manley to win at the elections. This meant a shift in international relations. Jamaica strengthened its ties with the Soviet Union and started an anti-free market economic agenda. That's why the country began implementing price controls, land expropriations, higher minimum wages, and much more public spending. In theory, many of these reforms could have served Jamaica well. Mr. Manley introduced great things like free public education, maternity leave, and all kinds of social programs. But the price controls and the market restrictions meant all those good intentions never materialized. Mr. Manley openly praising Cuban communist leader Fidel Castro didn't exactly smooth relations over with the United States, so as a result, foreign investment all but disappeared and the middle class left the country in droves. During those years, the country went into double-digit inflation and the price controls led to regular shortages of even basic goods. By 1980, Jamaicans had lost patience with Manley's socialist utopia that had never really materialized, and they voted him out. The right-wing Edward Seager took power and then courted the US and the UK. Jamaica went from praising Castro to helping the US with the 1983 invasion of communist Grenada. And I know what you might be thinking right now. So, right after Jamaica started towing the line with the US, everything turned around. Right? Isn't that just the way things go in geopolitics? Well, as always, reality is much more complicated than that.
The crossroads of chaos.
Jamaica is the place where you can forget about your worries, so much so that no problem, or as they say in the Jamaican dialect, yamon, is a slogan associated with the islands. And no, yamon doesn't mean yeah man. But the irony is, Jamaica has lots of problems, really big problems.
Jamaica extends state of emergency travel warning over high levels of violent crime.
You see, to say that Jamaica is actually an incredibly violent country would be an understatement. Jamaica's homicide rate is 8 times the global average. In 2005, Jamaica had a rate of 58 homicides per 100,000 people. This was the highest in the world for that year. By 2017, it had gone down to 57 per 100,000, making it only the second highest homicide rate, just below El Salvador and just above Venezuela. A former prime minister called the crime issue a national challenge of unprecedented proportions. The problem isn't new. It began developing in the mid-1970s when both major political parties started giving urban gangs tons of guns and money. As you might expect, lots of people were shot. To make matters worse, the USA started supplying guns to the Labour Party and their gangs, and likewise Cuba and the USSR started supplying guns to the National Party's gangs. And yes, I didn't just scramble that last sentence. In Jamaica, the Labour Party is actually the right-wing party and the National is the left-wing party. By 1980, almost 800 people would be murdered in political violence, often taking place between politically segregated communities in urban Kingston. The political parties still support gangs to this day, although the gangs have become less dependent on the parties and increasingly dependent on connections in Colombia and on international drug smuggling. So it's no surprise that crime rates haven't improved at all. The nature of Jamaica's economy isn't fantastic either. The island of Jamaica doesn't have a whole lot of resources to offer the world, mostly just sugar, coffee, and bauxite. What's more, these are all raw products, not worth a whole lot on their own, and just...
Hear what him just say? Me for just pull it out again. Hear what him just name 3 things with sugar gone to. Coffee now have nothing on backside. We have raw product. We don't even have the finished product. Hear what him say? Listen.
Connections in Colombia and on international drug smuggling. So it's no surprise that crime rates haven't improved at all.
Listen now.
The nature of Jamaica's economy isn't fantastic either. The island of Jamaica doesn't have a whole lot of resources to offer the world, mostly just sugar, coffee, and bauxite. What's more, these are all raw products, not worth a whole lot on their own, and there's plenty of international competition. Another sector of the economy is based on tourism, which can fluctuate suddenly and rapidly, so not exactly a stable foundation. The issue of not having much value to export is made even worse when you consider that the country also has to import, well, almost everything. Food, medicine, machinery, you name it, it's imported. At the top of...
Remember, rewind that again. This is what I preach every day. I say, brethren, thank you for sending me this. Because people see what we are talking about, you know. We sit down, we see the whole of these things out. Hear this.
A stable foundation. The issue of not having much value to export is made even worse when you consider that the country also has to import, well, almost everything. Food, medicine, machinery, you name it, it's imported. At the top of the list of imports is petroleum, on which Jamaica is highly dependent, resulting in some of the highest energy costs in the world. All these factors really add up. In 2017, Jamaica had a trade deficit of $4.5 billion. That's a lot for a country of less than 3 million people. So...
Yeah, we trade deficit. 4.8 billion. Me telling about it. You see it? Alright, watch.
What do you get when you cross heavy importing, expensive essential items, and lingering socialist policies? The answer? Well, that would be stagflation. And yes, stagflation is just one of those cool words that you get to learn about when you watch Visual Politics. means a combination
Stagflation.
of stagnating economic growth, high unemployment rates, and inflation. And after that quick economics lesson, it's time for me to ask you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that button. But let's get back to our story. You see, Jamaica has experienced rampant inflation and chronic unemployment for about 50 years. Yes,
Yeah,
although
that
Jamaica started
chronic
out strong, it
employment.
spends more than 80% of its independent history stuck in an economic rut. Jamaica thought just attracting foreign investors to develop tourism and industry would solve its problems, but with such high inflation and horrific crime rates, they couldn't attract a Sudanese refugee if they tried, let alone Wall Street. But listen.
Yeah, that them couldn't attract a Sudanese refugee if them try, let alone Wall Street, because them just they are trick people, man. Repeat.
And history stuck in an economic rut. Jamaica thought just attracting foreign investors to develop tourism and industry would solve its problems, but with such high inflation and horrific crime rates, they couldn't attract a Sudanese refugee if they tried, let alone Wall Street. But listen closely now, because the winds of change may just fill Jamaica's mothballed sails. A new national strategy has been adopted, and it might just be enough not only to resuscitate Jamaica's economy, but turn it into the envy of the Seven Seas.
Location, location, location.
On the 26th of June 2016, something big happened for the world and the region. A very large ship crossed the Panama Canal. So large, in fact, that prior to that date, a ship of that size couldn't even get through the canal. Yes, that was the day that Panama finished its long-awaited expansion of the canal. This expansion almost doubled the canal's capacity and led to the creation of this new ship size, the new Panamax, as in a ship built to the new maximum specifications of the canal. Over the next 20 months, over 3,000 of these new ships would cross the canal, which has generated news stories like this.
The Caribbean share in the global cargo industry is growing rapidly. Forbes, May 2019.
And where are all these ships going? Well, pretty much everywhere. For example, goods going from China to Florida or from Spain to Ecuador and vice versa. In many cases, they'll pass right by or even stop in Jamaica, which is the closest island nation to the canal itself. So why would they stop in Jamaica? Because some of these ships might want to store their commodities for some time before passing the Panama Canal. Others might need fuel or maintenance. And Panama is already full. Having an island next to it comes in very handy, and this is why Jamaica wants to capitalize on its location and become a transit hub, not just for the Americas, but for the world. All it needs is a whole lot of infrastructure like ports, railways, and airport, along with things like dry docks for ship repairs. Now, Jamaica does have some
Yeah, well, we need all dry dock and ship repairs and port and more airport and anything there. But it's not like that yet, you know. Go on.
From other Caribbean nations, which is putting some pressure on them to act fast. But luckily for Jamaica, their neighbours aren't quite up to the task. Haiti and Cuba would be natural competitors, but one's at Somalia's levels of chaos and the other's still communist and facing US sanctions. Then there's Puerto Rico, a US territory, which is hamstrung with its current administration, and then finally the Dominican Republic, which is pretty much the only one that could actually compete with Jamaica. If Jamaica does pull this off, it's going to be big, not just for Jamaica, but on a global level. If this works, it'll turn Jamaica from a lame duck into a high flyer. Imagine if this poor nation can really become the next Singapore. The best part really does have a fighting chance. Jamaica is a mostly stable, English-speaking democracy and a member of the Commonwealth of Nations. But not only that, it's surrounded by dysfunctional economies and borderline failed states during the start of a golden age of Caribbean shipping. It's already got some of the work done, surveying areas for feasibility of new ports, railway lines, and special economic zones. The project is looking to get about $28 billion in investment, and the Jamaican government, the World Bank, and several private partners have already made pledges and contributions. Jamaicans wouldn't be the only ones getting richer either. As new infrastructure develops, more cargoes could be shipped more quickly. This would lower costs for many populations of the world and thus increase competition. With this competition, Europeans can experience fresher and cheaper Peruvian mangoes, and aid from Canada to Venezuela would arrive much more quickly and be cheaper. Even stuff like your specialty imported anime body pillow would be cheaper if you're somewhere like New York. Jamaica would get a boost and the entire global economy would too. So the question now goes over to you. Do you think it will work? Will this new, very expensive infrastructure materialize? Will Kingston become a city of the global elite like Singapore? Or is Jamaica doomed to remain in its cycle of crime and of poverty? Well, we'd love to hear your answer in the comments below, and please do also visit our friends at reconsidermedia.com. They're the podcast that provide...
Mad. That nice, man. That nice. Brethren, send me that. Me have a plate because I preach that every day. You know. You see me, I say? We talk about them things every day. Every day. See me, I talk about? Till the man come and do them things and them things. Because me, I tell you, say, when we are busy about successful government and all kind of things, and with them come talk, so I'm going to tell them, say, yeah, we want to talk to our people in a reality way. Because no you want to come tell me and say this and that. We say we have not export, we import most of what we are doing, and we have a deficit to grow, bad for our country. You see me, I say, we don't eat a rag and go where I eat, we don't do certain things, you know. And we sell some raw material very cheap, and we will buy back the finished product. It's 10 times where we sell the raw material per set. Grow a bigger deficit. See me, I say? I just talk to a brethren from the line too, you know. And I tell him, say, listen me. The poor, the gap between the poor stop alike with the police and the nurse them, you know. Because in Jamaica, I tell you, say, if the bank has shut down bank, take the bank, a matter of fact, scamming. Because the government get money out of it to scamming. And when they have a bank account, and it's only about 3 grand in it and 4 grand, they say it's going to shut down. Everything shut down already. Yeah? You go there for your grand, because someone used to, you know, if you don't have nothing and you don't have nothing to feed the youth, you could have draw 1 grand till you get the money, you put back a 2 grand in it. That not work again. You know, push you out of the system completely. So them there for the poor I really need, you know, the real poor, the real, you know, poverty driven people them. Not work. You see me I say? And I tell some man, I tell a brethren say the solution. If me, because I pay things them promise people, road water that's supposed to be a necessity. See? Necessity, yeah man. That's supposed to, you know, nobody, no party, nobody, no compromise to this. We have national, we have road agency, and we have Minister of Works and all of that, and we have water commission, we have the minister for that too. See, and them supposed to make sure, and them agencies supposed to mandate it, to make sure everything runs smooth. Road repair, this happen, that people have potable water and everything is a must. See? Drinkable potable water, of course. Same, but them use them use plain politics. Can them have nothing else to say? And people buying it. See? Me just tell the virgin on the phone, say, listen me. Let me show you why you have some people stuck because them not think, you know. You have a man now. You have people right now. Them outside and them things are right. Only thing I want is I just have for me have a house now and I'm good, you know. See? You have poor man right now where we know say them in a little boat structure, a little one room and thing, and you know, and it's not right, and somebody come on and say, hey, I can build a 2 room, you know. You know, like how you live, you know. But yet them still young, the parents still young, and them have them kids to look about. Build a 2 room. And when you say I can build them 2 room, them glad feet. And you're glad feet too. But tell me what, that not help you really, you know. It help you in your sleeping condition and in your living condition, but it not help you to move along, you know. We don't know the money where them going to take and build that. If you're a carpenter, you're cabinet maker, you can build furniture and them things, better. Them they even spend less. Buy you the material to start you and your workman kit, your workman tool. And you start from that you can build your own house. But you have something for the back pan. Because when them don't build a structure there, you go into the structure. You still can't buy a night food. The youth them still can't go to school. You can't pay a light bill, you can't pay water, but you can't do nothing. You're going to just say, alright, I sleep under a better roof. But nothing else. But if you teach yourself a fish, nobody have to come give you a handout tomorrow again, you know. And you have to look out, because after you feel nice and the vibes, you feel the vibes there. But tomorrow now you fold your hand on the hungry and lick your same way. It's like you know move an inch. And you know say, okay, the money there, you know say, I better me do a business. Even if it's a shop I open, even if it's a buy and sell thing, even if I go do a farming, I raise some chicken, I raise some things, some livestock, but do something, and then you turn, when you start turn on, grow yourself. That little later can even imply a couple more people. See? And you have your community I buy from you and I support you. And that's how your thing grow. And you dip on your foot now, then you turn around and help even back 1 or 2 people. They can help back for them family same way and we grow ourselves out enough things. Simply, you know. You don't have to think smart. See? So I just show him them kind of vibes there. See, the bridge just sum it up. And the same thing me I sum up all the time. I tell you how the thing run. You understand? So we just stay, we just keep it real. We just keep it up there. Loan some me there, yeah? Up, yeah? Alright. Knockings. One love.